Yo, what's good, y'all? I would like to welcome y'all back to episode 50 of the Von Talks podcast. Today, in which I'm recording this show, is December 31st, 2025. And first, I would like to say shout out to my current, past, and new listeners. I really do appreciate y'all, man. I'm so happy to be back. I know in my last episode of the pod, I said if I have another long hiatus, that was going to be it for the pod. But I started thinking about my content and where I want to take things and how much I want to grow the podcast. You feel me? I'm like, man, I got to bring this shit back, man. I started this back in 2018. This was like my baby right here. I was very consistent. Even when I was in the military, I was still very consistent with it. And I'm like, man, let me go ahead and bring this shit back because I absolutely love doing this shit, man. I get to talk and express myself in ways that, you know, I didn't know I was able to before the pod, you feel me? And I just get to yap about whatever I want. And I really was thinking about this over this past year, what I want to do with the podcast. And I want to make sure that I can bring more information. You understand what I'm saying? For free. You feel me? Like whatever I learned, whether it comes to real estate, investing, or whatever the case may, you know, news or anything that folks should be aware of, especially things that can better help you. I want to be able to come with that information. I'm going to be able to do it in a way that is not so preachy. You feel me? So with that being said, man, listen, make sure y'all follow me on all my socials. Follow me on twitch.tv/Mr_Flexalot. Follow me on Twitter or X, however you decide to call it. Follow me over there at Mr_Flexalot1. Follow me on TikTok at Von Luciano. That's VonLucciano. And then follow my main YouTube channel, which is Mr_Flexalot. I'm dropping a whole lot of gaming videos over there. Also, too, I have a secret YouTube channel. I don't know when I'm going to reveal it, but I'm going to be dropping my first video today after I'm done recording the pod. You feel me? So I don't know when I'm going to announcement. I don't know if I want to wait till I get to a certain amount of subs or, you know, whatever the goal may be. I'm definitely going to be having a whole nother link for a secret YouTube channel. You feel me? Then I also got a shorts channel as well where I'm dropping nothing but gaming news. I'm dropping content pieces, like five content pieces a day. I'm going fucking crazy. Like this year, 2025 is the most consistent I've ever been, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, this is 2025 definitely showed me what is possible, and just creating systems and doing things one at a time, taking shit slow and building from there. You know what I'm saying? Before, I was really struggling with like, man, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, thinking I gotta do everything all at once. And it's like, nah, you can do all of this shit. Just pick your days where you're gonna focus more on this. Pick your days where you're gonna relax and, you know, you're gonna lessen up the attention on that. You feel me? Like, whatever the case may be, man, just take that shit slow and just, you know, build habits on top of that shit. You understand what I'm saying? Just build habits. And that's basically what I've been focusing on all 2025, man, is habit stacking. Like, I have a routine now as far as I've been getting up at 4 in the morning, but I'm doing it way more consistently now. Me and my girl, we got 2 new puppies, Benny and Brandy. They crazy as hell, love them to death. Just to give y'all a little life update, which I'm gonna get more into that a little later. But as far as them taking them outside, feeding them and shit like that, as far as my shorts videos, I have 2 days where it's film day, which is Monday and Wednesday. And I'm thinking I'm gonna be able to keep film day Mondays and Wednesdays for my podcast and whatever other content that I decide to film as well. You feel me? And I'm just gonna take the rest of the days to either edit, make thumbnails, shit like that, and then get those out in a timely manner. You feel me? So it's just about, I just really just been trying to create systems for my life and just follow the systems, you know what I'm saying, that I create, to where that it's not too overwhelming. Because, you know, I get to a point where I'm like, damn, I wanna watch this, I gotta make this, I gotta do that, I gotta cook and all of that shit. And I used to get so overwhelmed, and I'm always asking myself a question: how can I better my life? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always reflecting, like, damn, what can I do better to best help me? And creating these systems is definitely one of the ways. Stacking these habits definitely is been helping me a whole lot, man. So that way I don't feel so overwhelmed. You know, I gotta make sure that I get a lot of rest. I gotta make sure that I give attention to the people that's close in my life. That's close in my life. You feel me? My lives. What the fuck? What am I talking about? I'm not editing this shit, by the way. So yeah, man, I really do feel like 2025 has been the year for me to really reflect on the last 31 years of my life and see where I want to improve and continue to build, because I really do see the power I not only see, but I feel the power within myself, and I know that I can do whatever the fuck I want to do, man. And it might not turn out exactly how I envision it, but the vision is that core of what I want it to be is always gonna be there. You understand what I'm saying? So I just build, and whatever it turned out to be, that's what it is, and then I can just and I can improve from there. You know, a lot of people feel like, damn, well, I did this and I did that. This is it. No, you can build on top of that. You can always build. Like, just me learning more of who I am as a human being. Like, I know that I can build and build and build and make something and put enough time into it and effort and love. And it's like, damn, what I create at the end of this is gonna be fucking amazing. You feel me? And I truly understand that, man. Like, I've been reading more. You understand what I'm saying? Doing a lot more research, you know, just really staying grounded and leveled. You understand what I'm saying? And creating a path for myself that I know is going to work for me. And if it don't, how can I reroute or, you know, create a detour until that main road is fixed? You feel me? Damn, man, I'm talking right now, man. I'm yapping right now, man. I really am. Like, I still be streaming. Like, I want to get into real estate really soon. Like, I done already, I'm gonna be writing down like a lot of goals and get more in depth with my goals. Like, not just the long-term, midterm, short-term, but you know, where I want to be, what type of living I see myself in, like having a homestead. Like, I'm definitely going to be creating that more. Definitely going to be taking gardening way more serious. So I'm going to be doing a lot of more reading and research on gardening, because a nigga trying to grow his own food. You feel me? Like, I don't know if y'all know, but this economy right now, the way shit is going, you know, a lot of these corporations and billionaires are buying up a lot of the land, and you know, we in a huge wealth transfer right now with not just cryptocurrency and shit like that, but with farmland. Like, it's this YouTuber that I follow. Her name is Alexandra Fasulo, I believe. And I've been following her for a couple of years and seeing her journey from her going from living, I think she was in the city of New York, just living in those buildings and shit like that, to moving to upstate New York and having a homestead. She gives a whole lot of information on what you need to do, what she wished that she could have done differently, so that way you don't have to make the same mistakes that she made. Like, she be going fucking crazy, bruh. So, you know, I've been doing a lot of homework and research on when to live in a homestead, because that's definitely one of the goals. I can have my dogs and have other animals running around this bitch. You know what I'm saying? I can go out to my garden, be like, damn, I want some sweet potatoes today. I want some sweet potato pie today. I can go get some garnet yams and some motherfucking Japanese sweet potatoes. Peel them bitches out the garden, cut them up, wash them, cut them up, bake them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and make a powder. Like, I want to be able to eat from the land, man. And that's definitely been one of the goals. And I've been watching a whole lot of content, been manifesting, and you know, that's been part of my affirmations every morning. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this has definitely been one of the, like, listen, from the last time that y'all saw me, bruh, on the last episode of the podcast, I'm a completely different person a whole year later. And I really do feel that, like, because I'm indulging more into just finances and taking my shit more serious and coming up with plans and writing this shit out, you know, like, my mind, I just feel like my mind is on a whole nother level, and I'm only going to improve, you know, like Earl Sweatshirt said, man, I'm only getting better with time. Like, man, I'm not wasting this shit, bro. Like, the shit that I want to do for my life, I can do everything that I want to do in this motherfucking lifetime, man, and be 100% successful at it too. You understand what I'm saying? I can do whatever I want, and I really do see that, bro. I just gotta take the time and manage where I need to, and just build, bro. Just build. Go fucking crazy. Like, I'm not letting up off this shit, bro. We only get one go, and I'm putting my best. No, I'm not about to, but I'm putting my best foot forward, and I'm improving on that foot. You feel me? Like, I'm always looking to improve on anything, bro. The way I look, how I feel, the way I step, how I make my partner feel. You understand what I'm saying? Like, just you know, everybody around me. You feel me? And you know, one of my purposes, I was just thinking about it today and over the last couple of days. Like, one of my purposes in life is definitely to inspire folks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never really thought I would be saying that shit, but just, you know, doing a recap and looking back on all of the people that used to come to me for advice, you know what I'm saying? And just looking at how I'm living and, you know, the type of shit that I'm into, you know, folks, they always come to me and, you know, they may listen to me, or they may just want to see what I'm going to say about their situation or whatever the case may be, bro. But, you know, folks tell me like, bro, you always been on some different shit, like woo after bam, or I've always looked up to this, or just in my shorts content, like folks telling me like, man, I always wanted to start this content journey, and you've been popping up on my TL so many times. Like, I think I'm ready to get started now because of you, basically. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn or nothing like that, because anybody can do what the fuck they want to do with or without me. But the fact that folks is telling me that shit, it's just like, okay, this is definitely one of my purposes in life, and it's driven from what I'm creating. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I never knew what my purpose was, but I remember I had made a post on IG back in like 2018, I believe, because I did not know what my purpose was. And I was like, 24 at the time? I didn't know what my purpose was at all. But then I started to think, this is where things started to change for me. But it just took a little longer for me to, you know, get my shit together and grasp on what I was telling to myself. But I was like, damn, if you don't know what your purpose is, you just got to create your own purpose. You feel me? Yo, listen, I'm really yapping right now. I don't even know how the fuck we got here, but we're here, bro. So it is what it is. But, you know, motherfuckers telling me like, you know, I was telling myself like, you got to create your own purpose, man. If you don't know what it is, just create it. And now, all of these years later, we in 2025, about to go in 2026. I see what one of my purposes are now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like my name has been called. You feel me? To continue to do this podcast and inspire folks here. Continue to do my shorts channel. You know what I'm saying? My gaming news. Continue to do that. Inspire folks over there. Continue to stream. Inspire folks over there. And listen, I ain't about to let y'all in on what I got planned for this real estate shit, but I'm about to inspire a whole lot of motherfuckers for the next few 6 months to a year, couple years. What I'm about to do, about to shake some shit up with it, man. Inspire some folks there. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, when I'm streaming, inspire some folks there. You know, on every platform that I'm posting on, inspire folks everywhere that I can, man, because then they're gonna inspire the next person. You know what I'm saying? Then they're gonna inspire the next person. It's just gonna be a whole lot of inspiration, creating and building. And then, you know, we fuck around and meet up one time and come up with an idea to really change some more things based on what we want to see. You feel me? Like, this shit sound cliche, but being that change you really want to see is real as fuck, man. And I really am being that change that I want to see, bro. Like, I'm not fucking around. Like, just me, you know, learning about real estate, learning about investing and different ways, and learning how, and continuing to learn how money work, bro. Like, oh my God. Not fully understand, but I really am grateful that I know how money work now. And I know I still got a little more to learn, and I'm going to continue to learn, but the shit that I've learned over the last year and a half is been mind-boggling, man. Like reading The Infinite Banking Concept by R. Nelson Nash. If y'all ain't heard of that book, go pick that up. You can become your own bank. It sounds taboo, but it's possible. It's possible. And I'm going to be talking a little bit more about that in later episodes of the podcast, because again, it's all information that I want people to take, and whatever you can grasp from it, take that and run with it, and you learn on your own. Don't just take what I say and be like, okay, I'm going to apply it. No, learn about it too. I have to learn about this shit. Go read, bruh. Me reading the richest man in Babylon. Shout out to my Uncle Maine for that. He put me onto that book first, and then my mentor always talking about it, and I got it, and oh my God, I love that book. I love that book. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm learning a whole lot of stuff at once, but I'm grateful for it because we are in an information age, and I'm taking advantage of it, and I do not want to be left behind on the future of the monetary system. Y'all don't even know what the fuck going on with that. But don't worry, I'm here to put y'all on, man. I'm learning and gaining information. And this goes outside of crypto. For those of you who are returning listeners, y'all know that I'm real big into crypto and shit like that. Love investing. I love investing, period. I'm learning more about dividends and how to build that out. High yield dividends, mid to low risk dividends. Like, I'm learning about all of that shit, so that way motherfuckers can pay me to do whatever. Like, I'm not even gonna put y'all on to the goals, but when we get there, we gonna get there. I need to write that shit down first, and then I'm gonna speak it out there. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna write it down first. I already got my notebook right here, man. I'm gonna write it down first, and then I'm gonna come back and speak it out to the universe. You feel me? To y'all, and shit like that, man. But yeah, I'm just, learning more ways to manifest, just learning ways to eat healthier. You understand what I'm saying? I've been exercising 5 to 6 days a week. I ain't skipped a beat this year. Well, no, let me not say that. Which I'm going to talk about that in a few, because we went to a concert, and yeah, that shit was lit. And that week I was like, damn, I need to get my shit together. And I got back on track. I was off track for like a week or two, and then I got back on it. And man, I hit, oh my God, bro. And I set a few minor goals for myself this year. Like, I went to do 20 pull-ups. I got to 20. I built up to that shit. Did my 20. I had to build back up to it. I ain't been doing it lately, but I hit my 20 pull-up goal. And listen, that shit was going crazy. But like I said, I've been working out 5 to 6 days a week. I've been going crazy. I've been stretching more. You understand what I'm saying? I've been going on more walks. I take the puppies on with me for an hour walk every morning. You understand? And listen, I'm just, because of these small habits that I've been doing and stacking to better my life, I've been a much happier person, for sure. And that's by no stretch of the imagination. I've been a much happier person. Just even on a mentally and spiritually type of thing, like, anything that's been negative coming my way, whether folks telling me something negative about themselves, or I just been blocking all of that shit out. I give minor responses to it. Now, let me say here, I give minor responses to it. I don't give a fuck, because it doesn't serve me. I don't want to hear about that shit unless you really need to vent. But if you ain't doing nothing, but after 3 times of venting, that's my thing too. After you vented me 3 times, if you ain't doing nothing to change it, and you ain't been listening, and you ain't been taking my little bit of advice that I've been giving here and there, or just been watching me and seeing what I'm doing and why I'm where I'm at now, if you ain't doing nothing, I don't want to hear that shit after 3 times of venting to me, because that means you like that shit and you want to stay there. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to hear it, bro. Like, I've been doing things that's just, like I said, I don't want to deal with none of it. And because of that, because of those actions, I've been a much happier person, man. And, again, I think that's another reason why I decided to bring the pod back. I probably wasn't in the best mental state a year and a half ago, but now I'm in a completely different environment. Like, we had moved. You know, we need something decent. Got me a little office now. You feel me? Like, it's decent, man, or what we call the office. This is supposed to be like the master bedroom, but we chose the other one. Cause yeah. This one, it got the little walk-in bathroom and shit right there, and we ain't want to have a bed in here. And you know what? I ain't about to go into TMI, but y'all get what the fuck I'm saying, man. So we chose the other room. But anyways, I don't even know why the fuck I was even telling y'all that. But anyways, I just been doing a lot of things to improve my life and get a grasp on who the fuck I am and get into more hobbies. And I'm still collecting vinyls. The vinyl collection is coming along nicely. Me and my girl, we went to a couple concerts over the last year. Like last year, we went to a Soulja Boy concert last year. Or was that this year? Was it last year? We went to Andre 3000 concert. She got me tickets to go see Andre 3000 for my birthday, to go see him perform New Blue Sun. That's the album where he plays his flute. That was decent as hell. That was fire. And then this year, we went to 2 concerts. We went to the Mike concert. If you don't know who Mike is, I highly recommend that you go check him out. And that's another thing too. I want to put y'all on to a couple of ideas that I have for the pod that I'm going to be bringing in the future, but I'll get to that later. Mike, all caps, just like MF Doom, fire. Went to go see him perform for his Artist of the Century tour. That shit was so fucking fire, bruh. Like, and I feel like that was another paradigm shift for me. Like, that energy just felt so good. I was on a high for like 2 weeks after that concert. I ain't gonna lie. I was on the high for like 2 weeks after that concert. And I'm not like I don't be fanning out about shit. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like the energy. It was just good vibes. The music was hidden because he dropped Showbiz this year. And he was going on tour for that album. He dropped it back in February this year. And great album, by the way. Great album. I love, that's my album of the year. I love that fucking album. But man, this was great energy. You understand what I'm saying? We there having a good time. He playing some songs that I knew word for word to off the album, and I'm dancing and shit. I'm getting to it, jigging, you feel me? And he pointed me out to the crowd, and it was just a really good time. It was just a really good time, man. Shout out to that nigga Mike. He raw as hell, boy. He's definitely one of them, man. He come from the camp of MF Doom and Earl Sweatshirt. Earl Sweatshirt put me on to Mike. You understand what I'm saying? And speaking of Earl Sweatshirt, that's another concert that we went to this year. We went to the Earl concert for the Live, Love, Laugh tour. Fire, bruh. Love Earl. That's another one of my favorite artists of all time. One of the greatest writers of our generation. Went to his concert. Good vibes. Another time I was on a high for a couple weeks, and that was back in November. That shit was fucking fire. She got me tickets to that concert for my birthday this year. Oh my God, bro. Just such a good time. This year has been lit. I've been the most consistent than I've ever been when it comes to just multiple aspects of my life. Investing, saving, work, exercising, creating content. And now I'm about to stack habits so that way I can continue to produce this podcast content, create these thumbnails, get my gaming news videos out there, and then for my secret YouTube channel, and continue to learn so that I can go ahead and get into this real estate. I'm looking to see what I want to buy. I don't know if I want to get a studio home because I'm gonna use the VA loan, because y'all know I can do that. I'm gonna use the VA loan, and give me like a studio, or get a duplex or a fourplex. I've been using Perplexity to help me kind of flesh out my ideas. I wrote down my ideas, and then I was using Perplexity to help flesh out the ideas even more. You understand what I'm saying? Just to give me more a creative way of how I want to go about this shit. Because what I'm about to do, bruh, I'm telling you. Listen, when it's going, I'm gonna talk about it. Right now, it's just an idea. And I need to make sure I make a couple phone calls, get in contact with a couple people, agents, lawyers, and shit like that, so that way I can fully, go ahead and get this shit started. But man, oh man, I'm telling you, I'm about to be, listen, Don't even worry about it, bro. It's on the way. It's on the way. I'm just excited about it because I see it, man. And like Earl said, bro, when I was down to doubt and disbelief, I forgot to think big. Nigga, I wasn't thinking big enough. That's another thing. I realized about myself that I have to think big about some things. Not, oh, let me just think small. No, I mean, let me just think here. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, I'm gonna think a little bit. No, nigga, I have to think big. That's how I envision things. That's how, like, I learned that I'm a visual person. Like, I'm a visualizer. You feel me? Like, I can visually see things before they even happen. Like my mentors say, if you can see it in your mind, you can eventually hold it right here in your hand. What you repeatedly do gets ingrained in your subconscious mind. What gets ingrained in your subconscious mind becomes an unconscious activity. And I fully live by that shit. Like I used to think so small about things. And I think that's because if I did try to think big before, I used to get overwhelmed. Like, okay, where the fuck I'm gonna start? Where am I gonna start? Like, how am I gonna start this shit? And it's like, okay, start with a piece of paper. Write it down or type it, however you do it. Start with a piece of paper. And I'm putting down gems, so make sure you pick this shit up. Start with a piece of paper first, write it down. Just write down, and it don't even gotta be like the starting point, but just ideas that you have. Okay, I got an idea for this. Okay, I wanna do this. All right, now I wanna do this. Okay, I want to do this within this as well. You understand what I'm saying? Like, okay, I want this to happen. So then once you got those ideas written down, now you got a starting point. Okay, with this portion of the idea, how would I start this? And you're going to have a starting point. At some point, you just got to do it. And that'll be your starting point, and then you just build from there. But writing it down first. I get these big ideas, I write it down first, especially for like my content on my stream, whatever it is that I'm really like passionate about. Okay, let me write this shit down, or I think it out. I talk about it out loud, and then I forget about it, and then I'm like, okay, damn, I got to think about, because I'll be like, okay, this is a really good idea. I'm gonna write this shit down later. Nah, I'm gonna write this shit down right now, and then I'm gonna come back to it. That's another thing. Go back to your notes. You write some shit down, go back to your notes, so that way it's always fresh on your mind, man. I'll go back to it. I'm starting to do that shit as well. I got notes full of shit in the closet, and I rarely went back to them. I wrote them down, but I really wasn't going back to them. I'm starting to go back to them. Like, I'm starting to take the first hour after my workout, and I shower and shit and feed the twins. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do this first hour. I'm gonna go back over my notes. I'm gonna look back over this shit so that way it can still be fresh on my mind, and that helps me stay creative. It helps me stay creative and being on top of my shit, and then it keeps me inspired to want to, bring this shit into fruition of what I want to do. Because like I said, I have big ideas, and me remembering to think big again definitely help improve my life for sure, man. I was thinking too little about things. I gotta think bigger. And that's exactly what the fuck I've been doing, bro. I just been thinking bigger, and I see that it's possible. I don't know why it wouldn't. It's not like it's not like I have a goal of like, oh, I want to bring an asteroid down from space and land it on goddamn in Connecticut or some shit and stand on it. Like, I'm not doing no dumb shit like that. It's real life shit to where I know it's gonna help people and inspire folks. You understand what I'm saying? That's another thing. Like, I'm here to create generational wealth. I'm here to inspire folks and help niggas. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help. And whatever information that I gain, that's one of the ways that I can help. And then with my ideas that I was talking about earlier, that's another major way that I can help. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I will tell you, like, one of my goals is definitely to read more. I definitely want to read more in 2026 for sure. Just to get better at my speech, sew in more vocabulary words from my lexicon so that way I can better express myself, because sometimes people don't know how to express themselves based on the lack of vocabulary words. And if you just know what they mean, you know when to use them and how to use them, then you will be okay. But anyways, like, I want to read more. I want to start my journey on learning a new language. I want to start my journey on learning a new language. Let me take a sip of my water. Y'all know how that go. Thirsty as hell. All right. I want to start my journey on learning a new language. I think first I'm going to start off with Spanish. I'm going to go ahead and download Duolingo, and I got to make sure that I'm not just reading these words, but I'm actually trying to speak these words, you know what I mean, out loud. You know, if my girl talking to me in English, I respond to her ass in Spanish type shit, and then say what it mean, and just to improve upon that. You understand what I'm saying? You know, whether it's 15 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, 30 minutes, an hour, it don't really matter how the duration, but do it every single day consistently for the whole year. What else? Oh, and I want to learn how to play an instrument, specifically the guitar. And I want to get a cello later down the line, but I want to learn how to play the guitar, the strings and the electric. I've always wanted to learn how to play the guitar ever since I was a wee boy, like shit, 8, 9. No, maybe a little later than that. I always wanted to learn how to play the guitar since I was like 10, 11. And no, actually, no, I think like 8 or 9, whenever I was living with my grandma at the time. And I remember saying that shit, and I had adults in my life telling me, nah, you should learn how to play this, or you need to learn how to play this. Never was the type to be told you should do this, or you should be doing this after I said what I wanted to do already. Never was big on that. I don't know why motherfuckers are always trying to sway me from doing what I wanted to do back then, but this is what I wanted to do. And I'm going to do that now at the ripe age of 31. I'm going to do that shit, bro. I'm going to learn how to play an instrument. I got to save the money to buy one. But I think I'm going to start off with the strings. And then later down the line, I'm going to get an electric guitar. And I want to learn how to play that shit, bro. For sure. For sure. Those are like two of my goals. I want to learn a new language and learn how to play the fucking guitar. I definitely want to learn how to do those things. And that's gonna expand my mind so far, bro. Like, that's gonna, like, that type of shit is gonna make me an even better person and so much smarter. So much smarter. I'm all about getting smarter, man. Especially after me and my girl watched this movie called Idiocracy, which, in case if y'all have not seen that movie, y'all need to go watch it. But for those of you who have seen that movie, we seen that shit play out in real time. The movie is called Idiocracy. It came out back in 2006, I believe. Good movie, funny, and we watching it play out in real time. Sad. And I have a fear of that. And I vow to not let it happen between me or anybody that's close to me, or anytime or through anybody in my bloodline. Like, no, it's not gonna happen. So that's why I'm serious. And that's why I'm serious about, you know, doing these things. And I learned that I don't have to do all of this shit at once. I can manage my time. Some days I could put in an hour on this. Some days I'm only gonna put in 20 minutes because I got other things to prioritize. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I realized, like, okay, I'm gonna take time to do these things every single day and designate days for just certain shit, period. Like I said, Mondays and Wednesdays, those are my film days. And that's what I focus on. If I get done with filming and editing and posting early, then I'm gonna work on something else. If I don't, so be it. That's just what I do for the day. And then the next day I'm gonna work on other things, you understand, whether I stream or, you understand what I'm saying, shit like that. Like, that's what I'm gonna focus on. And that's gonna keep me balanced, whatever that means. And, you know, just continue to improve. And by this time next year, I'm telling you, the pod is gonna be improved. Like, I feel like we already hit a big improvement now, just bringing it back and speaking how I'm speaking. You feel me? Like, I got a whole bunch of pod notes and shit like that, but I'm just speaking off the dome, man. And I've realized that's another one of my purposes, bro. I have something to say with substance. Like, I'm a pretty quiet dude for the most part, but when I have something to say, I be flowing, bro. I be in the flow state, as the kids like to say. I be in the flow state, man, and I just be fucking going. You feel me? And I be real passionate about this shit because I really do feel like this can help somebody. And just me talking about this, it helps me in the long run. You understand what I'm saying? Like any questions that y'all have, y'all can ask them in the YouTube comments. Y'all can ask them on Spotify or wherever the fuck that you respond to this shit at. You can ask me these questions and I'm gonna get back to you. And we can have conversations about the movies that we seen, the comics that we read, the TV shows that we watched, life, whatever the case may be, bro. Like I'm gonna be a full open book to just general information and more importantly specific information, because there's certain skills that I have or certain knowledge that I have about certain things like cryptocurrency and shit like that a lot of people still don't. You understand? And I want to make sure that I'm that source. And then y'all can take what I'm saying, because I'm not a financial advisor and I would never give financial advice, but y'all can take what I'm saying and implement it by ways of going back to research what I'm talking about and then be like, damn, I can use this. I can implement this into my everyday life. You understand what I'm saying? And watch shit compound and grow with interest, and you're gonna live a better life, man. I'm telling you, like, I'm seeing this shit now. Like, I've done something that I didn't even need a bank for. And I'm so happy that I've been exposed to this type of shit. Like, I really hold on, let me slow down. I've realized that I don't need to go to a bank for anything. I can use my own capital for whatever I want. Like, I don't really deal with credit like that. I'm pretty much my own credit line. I'm basically my own bank now, learning how that shit work and learning, you know what I'm saying, borrowing from this asset, paying, buying a whole new asset that generates income and using that generated income from that asset that I bought to pay back that loan, which is money that's paid back to me because it's my money that I borrowed from. And I can just repeat the process. You understand what I'm saying? And now that I have a cash generated asset, I'm using that to pay back off the loan and then invest that into cryptocurrency. You understand what I'm saying? Buying, like, I have a weekly dividend that I'm using to pay back the loan and also buy more crypto. And I'm going to be using a percentage of my income to continue to pile on to that, the stash. You understand what I'm saying? The asset that I buy to pay me dividends. Like, once I pay off this borrowed loan, I'm going to borrow from myself again. This time around, I was a little reckless with it and I could have got liquidated, but that's a learning process. I didn't. I'm almost done paying it off. I should be paying it off within the next 2 months. Well, within the next month, I'll be done paying it off, and I'm going to borrow from myself again as long as the market looking right, and I'm going to either rebuy that same asset so that way it pays me more money, or buy another cash generating asset that pays me weekly dividends, and just have those. And I'm going to accumulate that over the year, because one of my goals is to have my dividends basically cover the bills. Say I got like $3,000 in bills. I'm gonna accumulate enough to where I have enough dividends to pay me to cover all my bills. And if I want to use that to cover my bills, I can. Or I can use that to invest even more. Letting my assets appreciate, pull profits with a profit plan, and buy more dividends. Like I'm learning more about this shit, bruh. And I'm only 31. By the time, I ain't gonna give a time. I spoke about it on stream, but I'm gonna keep it to myself until a later date. But by that time, I'm gonna be retired, bruh. And it's through all the effort and work that I'm putting in right now. Like, that's one of the goals. That's another goal that I have set for myself that I'm, I don't mind speaking about, because I'm pretty sure a lot of us have a goal of retiring early. You just don't know how to do it or go about it. A lot of y'all still stuck in the old system, the old ways of doing things. And I've been gung-ho on the new way of doing shit because I see where it's going through ways of my mentor and watching videos and reading and shit like that. I know where all of this stuff is going. A lot of people still can't fathom it, but it is what it is. A lot of us can't be early to the party. It's hard to fathom something different when it's going against what you already know. You understand what I'm saying? Us as humans are always going for shit that's familiar to us. And when it goes against that grain, we tend to give it some pushback. But I rest assure you, you do not want to give no pushback on this shit, man. Like, the way shit is going, man, you want to make sure that you have different avenues of income. And I'm making sure that I build that for myself. This took years of me stop being ignorant and, you know, taking my finances and my life in general just more serious and knowing what's possible. And I'm really doing this shit, bro. Like I said, I'm my own bank. Like I can really say I am my own bank now. Like I said, I'm my own credit line, basically. I don't go to nobody bank. So like, I need to get some credit. No, I'm doing everything through me, period. I'm not worried about credit no more because I'm my own credit line. Me building out, you know, still learning more about life insurance and building out my policies. I have a goal set for that, not just for the long term, but, you know, so that way I ain't got to deal with car insurance. But once I get that underway and learn more about that, I'll speak to y'all more about that as well on the pod. Let me see, man. Just money flow. Like my mentor, he says he has this strategy that he calls Capo DR, which is cash flow. He trademarked it, but it's Capo DR, which is cash flow, appreciation, protection, leverage, and then de-risk. He repeats it 3 or more times, so that made me repeat it 3 or more times. De-risk. So you got your cash flow. Let me go ahead and break it down because I've been studying this shit for a while. You got your cash flow, which is whether it's which basically in your case would be your income that you get from your job, wherever you get paid from. You get your cash flow. You invest it into something that's going to appreciate and that you did your due diligence and research. And once that appreciate, you pull profits. And you take those profits and, you know, once you take enough for, you know, taxes and your initial investment, you take your profits and you put that into protection. Y'all see how I'm breaking this shit down? And that protection goes into whatever you want it to be, whether that's, I don't really deal with bonds, but I know that's a means of investing, so I'm just going to mention it. You know, bonds, life insurance, you know, stocks, savings, whatever the case may be, right? Into assets that protect your wealth, your profits. Then you take those profits and you leverage it. Now, he says that he does leverage at a 25% LTV, which is loan to value ratio. I'm going to talk more about that later in later episodes as well. But just take in this information for what it is. I'm just going through what I've been learning and shit like that. And you can learn too and go research this shit yourself. But he leverage it at 25% and he takes that leverage and buys more assets that generates cash. That generates cash flow. Then he takes that cash flow and then within those assets, whether that's dividends, whatever the case may be, most likely it's dividends, which is what I'm doing. He take those assets and he de-risk from those dividends. So basically, whenever he get paid monthly or weekly, he de-risk from it. He immediately pull that day, which is what I'm doing. I immediately pull that money from those dividends and I put it right back into assets, buy more assets. So you got cash flow, appreciation, protection, leverage, de-risk, and then you take that de-risk and you put that shit right back into some assets and you let that appreciate, put that into protection, and then you take that protected money and you can leverage it based off of whatever percentage that you're comfortable with. I've done the greedy shit and took a big risk and leveraged 100%. Oh, was it 100? No, was it 100? It was like, no, it was 100. It was like 50, 60%. And again, risky, but I'm glad I took that risk because I learned and I'm using the money that I got from the cash flow and I'm paying off the loan and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just doing that. But I got to do these things to actually learn. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm glad that I did, bro. I'm just learning more about numbers. I've never been much of a numbers guy, but when it comes to money, I've been very intrigued with it. I'm still a believer. Money don't buy happiness, because it absolutely does the fuck not. It's just a tool that we use to, like, money. I'm talking about that at a later date. But money can't buy happiness. Is especially only people that says money buy happiness don't understand money. Let me say it like that. Let me say that again. The only people that believe that money buys happiness truly does not understand money. And you can believe what you want to believe, but when you got the facts, figures, numbers, and logic behind what the fuck I'm talking about, you be like, damn, this shit really not what people think it is for real. It's not. It's not. So that's what I'm gonna say about that, man. We're gonna drink some more water, bro. I'm yapping, man. We 45 minutes in. I'm yapping. I feel like we started off a little shaky at the beginning, but I'm moving now. But yeah, man, I just have so many goals, measurable goals for myself, man. And, I'm just stacking these habits as I go along, bro. Like, I'm always productive. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doom scrolling as much as I used to. I'm not looking at bullshit on my phone as much as I used to. When I open my phone, I'm getting information, basically, when I open up my phone, whether that's me reading something or the videos that you can pull up on my TikTok or IG on my reels. I'm getting information, whether that's baking, because I love to bake. That's one of my favorite things to do. I'm about to actually turn that into that's one of my hobbies. I'm gonna actually turn it into a hobby that's like not as expensive. Like, I have a couple hobbies that aren't expensive, but then I have some hobbies that are like vinyl collecting. That's an expensive hobby, but I don't mind that because I love my vinyl collection. I started collecting vinyls 3 years ago. So yeah, man, like I'm baking. That's definitely going to be one of my hobbies, because I do like to bake. When I used to do it on stream of so many years ago, I used to have so much fun with it, and it was therapeutic in a way. You feel me? So I'm definitely about to get more into that, about to be baking more. Let me see, what else, man? It's just, and I do it all the time, but just do it here and there when I feel like it. I'm like, damn, I want some banana bread. I want to make a triple chocolate cake. I'm still vegan, by the way. That ain't changed. I do not partake in any animal products, like, at all. But I love that for me. You understand what I'm saying? I love that I took this route, because I'm still learning about recipes and, cooking different shit. Like, I'm just, like I said, just overall improving the quality of my life. I'm trying to be the most interested man in the world. For real, bro. Like, I don't want to be 60, 70, 80, 90 years old, 112, 106, 112, and I ain't got no stories. I ain't got nothing that I could pass down, not just monetarily, because that's going to come, period. Like, that's already written for me, but just information and knowledge and life and just general stuff, man, that I could pass down to the youth. I want to be able to do that shit, bro. And what I'm doing now, like I said, I'm a visionary, man. And I think big. I've been thinking big this past year and a half about where I want my life to be and how I see my life and shit like that. It ain't nothing crazy, but folks on the outside looking in might think so. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm not worried about them. I've been learning a lot about silent wealth and all types of shit, bro. Like, motherfuckers ain't gonna know nothing. I used to say, man, when I get rich, there will be signs. Nobody gonna know, but there will be signs. There ain't gonna be no signs. It ain't gonna be no signs. None. Period. That shit is, like, that was my mind, bro. Like, the way I think now is nowhere near what it used to be back then, bro. Like, not even close. And I'm so happy about that for myself, man. I'm so damn proud of myself, bro. It just don't make no sense, man. And I'm gonna continue. And the later episodes of the pod is gonna definitely be more structured, but I'm still gonna be talking like this. You feel me? And I hope that I inspire the next motherfucker, man, to get they shit together and stop bullshitting, man. If you don't like your situation, you have the power to change it, bruh. Like, I have so much information to give that I've been taking in and learning, because I gotta get this shit out to y'all, but where we're going in the future, depending on how you set your life up, you may or may not like it. You may or may not like it. And, you know, at the end of all of this, especially by the year 2030, when shit starts to settle, or when the shit hit the fan, it's gonna tell who been playing and who been preparing. You feel me? Definitely gonna tell that shit. It's definitely gonna be telling who's been preparing and who been playing, for sure. So just get y'all shit together, man. I ain't trying to tell y'all to get serious and try to muscle. Nah, just learn, implement the information, get outside of your comfort zone, especially with the way that you deal with money. Things that's been, you feel like it's on a loop, learn why it's on a loop and change that shit. We got the power in our hands, bro, to change and do what the fuck we want to do out here. Nothing can stop us. Nothing can stop us. We have the power, bro. Not on no He-Man shit, but we really have the power. I truly believe that. Like, no bullshit, this past year and a half, I really been getting that feeling like, damn, I'm powerful as fuck. I can do what the fuck I want to do out here. On a positive note, like, I no longer think negative about myself. I still be hard on myself sometimes, but that's slowly but surely alleviating. I'm thinking so positive about myself and I just know what I can do. Because if I can see it, I can create it. And as long as I keep that in mind and I continue to create and build on what I want to see, oh my God, bro. Like, the shit I'm going to create and what I'm going to see for myself is just gonna be very unfathomable for a few. You understand? And I'm ready for that, bro. I am. Like, I've been feeling so good about myself. Like, this whole year I've been feeling so good about myself, and I have nothing but positive. I have nothing but a positive outlook for my life going into 2026 and beyond. I feel so good, man. Like, nothing is like, I feel like an oak tree. Nothing is pulling me from my roots. Nothing can pull me from this ground that I'm on. I'm just so grounded. I feel so confident in what I can do and what I am going to do. I feel it in my bones, bro. I feel it in my soul, bro. Like, I really do feel it. And the more I create, the more I focus on me, and what I pour into myself is gonna pour into others. The more I see these things coming to fruition, and the better I get, and the more positive the more positive outlook I have for myself. Like, it just continues to grow. It just continues to grow, and as that grow, I grow, and as I grow, the folks around me will grow. At least they should be. They should be growing. I just feel really good, man, about everything. I really do. Like, I know this past year, a lot has been going on this past year. Trump had got elected. He started fucking a lot of shit up. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick mopped the floor with Drake. Shout out to that nigga Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? We got just a lot of shit been going on, man, this past year, bro. Gaming, man, the gaming space has been amazing. You feel me? Like, we got one of the best games that has ever been made, which is Expedition 33. I've been shouting from the mountaintops about that game since I beat it. That shit is so fire. Like, we've got some great music. 2025 has been a great year for music, and I think it's gonna pour over into 2026. Like, listen, you know, we got the ICE attacks on U.S. civilians because of this nigga Trump. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's been a lot of bullshit going on out here, man. Motherfuckers trying to erase our history, all types of shit. But we will prevail. I have nothing but a positive. Like, out of all of the bullshit that's been going on, it's been a lot of positive shit going on too, at least personally in my life. And even externally, like I said, when we mentioned gaming and, you know, shit like that, the crypto market was going crazy, even though shit had went down and we seen big liquidations. But there was opportunities for folks to make money this year, all types of shit. Like, as much negative people like to focus on, there's been just as much positive, if not more. At least I could personally speak, because like I said, externally, it's been a lot of positive shit going on. And personally, for me, it's been a whole lot of positive shit going on. You feel me? Like, I just really, like, nothing can bring me down, bruh. Nothing can bring me down. I really feel like that. Not just feel it, but I know it. I know it, man. And everything starts here, at least personally. Everything starts here mentally. And my mental has been through the roof, man. I've been feeling so good about myself, bruh. And it's only gonna go up from here. I feel fucking amazing because of the life choices that I've made, to not feel sorry for myself and to let the negative things that's going on in the outside world fuck up what's going on inside. I'm not doing it anymore. That shit is dead. Why? It's a waste of time. When I can spend that time and when I can take that energy and transmute it. Yeah, I've been learning about transmuting energy too. Transmuting energy and sexual energy into my creativity. Transmuting that energy, bruh, into what the fuck I want to see out here. You understand what I'm saying? Putting into something positive, watching more like, bruh, I've been learning so much. You don't understand, man. And if y'all been on that same journey, please let me know in the comments, wherever you can respond to this in this video, man. Let me know, bro. Have you been feeling this way as well? Have you also been feeling that way? And if not, why? Why? And I'm not your therapist. You ain't got to give me a whole line of shit, but you know, just why? If you want to express that to me, tell me why haven't you been feeling this way? Because, man, that's been nothing but positive for me, bro. You know, and I'm not saying it's been 100% that way. You know, you get some bumps in the road, but that come and go, just like everything else. It comes and go, and if I can learn something from it, then I learn something from it, and I try to imply what I learned. But if ain't nothing to learn from, then it is what it is. Hey, it happened, whatever. We move on. What's positive for the day? What's the positive I could take out of this? And that's been my mind ever since. You feel me? Let me drink some more water. Drink some more water. Make sure you stay hydrated, man. Make sure you stay hydrated. But yeah, bro, just a positive outlook on my life. You understand what I'm saying? And into the future. Like I've learned also too, like information that I do have, I'm gonna just mainly express it through my content. So, you know, through that, either that's through my gaming news channel, my podcast, my secret YouTube channel. I'm gonna express more of my information there rather than with folks that's like on a personal level, because I've learned that when I do talk about certain things, and I'm not like I'm gonna completely stop mentioning it or talk about it, but I'm gonna express it more through my content rather than through personal, because I notice a lot of folks when I do talk about certain things, it goes in through one ear or out the other, or they don't really show much interest. But I have to talk about this stuff. Like, I feel like a lot of the information that I do gather and I retain, I gotta shout from the mountaintops what I've learned, because I feel like somebody can take what I learned and do better with it. You know, I'm all about seeing people grow and learning new things and, you know, shit like that, and reaching new heights in their life. And this is one of the ways that I feel like I can help people with that. You feel me? Because like I said, when I do talk about certain things, like I remember talking about silver and the price of silver going up, skyrocketing. Motherfuckers didn't even know that silver is hit new all-time highs this year. Like silver been going crazy this year. Folks didn't even know that. But I took that and I learned from, I said, oh, this is the wrong crowd to talk to this with. So this is where I'm gonna express myself, like my secret YouTube channel and the podcast. This is where I'm gonna express more of this information at. And whoever take it and grasp it, that's who take it and grasp it, and they go learn about it and run with it. That's just what it is, bro. But I'm no longer, let me not say no longer, but I'm going to lessen on this type of information. Because at the end of the day, this is what's really most important. So I've learned that about myself and, about other people and shit like that when I talk about finances. I'm gonna express myself through my content more and less on a personal level. Unless they really want to hear about it or they show interest in what I'm talking about, I'm not gonna be giving up information like that unless I'm doing it through my content. So yeah, man, that's basically how I'm taking shit, man. I'm taking things one day at a time. I'm getting 1% better every single day. Wherever I can improve, I'm going to improve, and I'm always looking to improve. I'm always willing to learn, looking to learn, because I would never stop learning until the day I die. That's just one of the things that's like, we're here to learn every single day. From the time we sleep, from the east to, you can learn through each and every hour of your day, from when you sleeping to the time you wake the fuck up, to the time you go to bed. You can learn something, bro. You really can. And I reflect on that type of stuff all the time. Like, I'm always looking to reflect. That reflecting makes me happy. Not just because of like, okay, I got to see what I did wrong or whatever. Nah, like, how was my week? How was my day? What did I do within the last couple of hours? Especially if I was bullshitting, and I call myself on that. Okay, I was bullshitting. I call myself out on that. Let me get fucking busy. Especially then if I don't get something done, I want to complain. Like, nah, I can't be doing all of that, bro. Do what the fuck you got to do, so that way you ain't complaining later. So that way you're not complaining later. You feel me? Like, I'm always looking to improve, man. You feel me? So that's just one of the aspects in my life where I'm just like, man, I gotta be on my P's and Q's about X, Y, and Z. And don't take life too seriously. You feel me? Joke, laugh, have a good time. Lock the fuck in where you need to lock in. And don't bullshit. Create. Build. And watch your shit flourish. Point blank, period. Put yourself out there more on whatever you doing, man. If you got a talent, if you got a hobby, and it's not just to make money off of this shit, because a lot of people feel like, oh man, I do this shit for a hobby. I don't want to make, you don't have to do what makes you happy. Do something that makes you happy. Do something that makes you happy. Rather reflect on what you used to like as a kid and, bring that back now that you're an adult. You understand what I'm saying? 'Cause I know I did. Like, I still play video games. That's one of the things that make me happy. Yeah, I stream. I make money from it. I make content. But I still find joy in playing video games. I don't think that's ever going to stop, whether I'm creating content or not. I'm starting to read comics. I'm going to talk about more about the comics that I read in my podcast as well. You understand what I'm saying? So we can talk more about that. Just like I said, find you a hobby, or if you can't make money from a skill that you have, figure out what you're really, really good at. Start a YouTube channel. If you're a handyman and you really good with your hands, start a motherfucking YouTube channel. If you good with electrical work, start a YouTube channel. If you good at rapping, if you think you're good at rapping, let me say that, start a YouTube channel. Build, and ain't no telling where you can take this and build from. You understand what I'm saying? If you fucking, I don't know, if you're really good at talking, or fucking, I don't know, you good at plumbing or whatever the case may be, start a YouTube channel. You could probably derive a business from a YouTube channel. Start that. Start it up, bruh. Or record yourself. Just record yourself doing certain things and, watch it back. Be like, damn, I really be doing this. Like, learn that. That can also help you learn about yourself. I haven't done that. I don't know if anybody else is doing that. That's just I'm just talking at this point. I think if you record yourself doing some things and then you watch it back, you can learn something from it for sure. Better get a better understanding of yourself. You understand? Like, do that shit, man. Like I say, just get you a hobby, several hobbies. Get you 3 different hobbies. Something that's not expensive or no cost. That's something that's medium. So let me give examples. Something that's not expensive or low cost. So that could be going to the library every week, getting a couple books, reading them in a certain amount of time or whatever, taking them books back. That can be free or low cost. Or taking a walk every single day. That can be a hobby, whether it's hiking or whatever the case may be. That's free as fuck. You can walk wherever the fuck you want to walk. Walking for 20 minutes to an hour a day, that might be another hobby. Then you got your medium. Which is like, it costs, but it's not expensive. That can be, I don't know, donating to the homeless or something. You know what I'm saying? You see homeless on the street, you give them a few bucks here and there. You know what I'm saying? You can do that every month, every week, wherever feels comfortable to you. That can be a hobby of yours. Or going to volunteer for, yard work, or, going to a farm and, helping out on the farm or whatever the case may be. That actually might pay too. That can be something that's low effort, but you might enjoy. And then something expensive, you might do this once a month or whatever the case may be. Like I said, for example, which is one of mine, is vinyl collecting. I buy vinyls. I collect vinyls. I buy vinyl that off of music that I thoroughly like. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just out here trying to collect shit because, this is a limited edition. Now I got a couple of them bitches now that you can only get on Record Store Day. I got a couple of them hoes, but it's from artists that I thoroughly enjoy, that I listen to. You feel me? So I'm not a hype beast, if you will. I just like vinyl. I like records. That's just I just like that shit. I don't know why, but I feel pulled towards it, and I like them. I buy them and I play them sometimes. I like that shit. I'm looking to get into other hobbies as well. Like I said, learn a new language and shit like that. That's just one of the things that I'm about to get into. So yeah, man, find you something that you probably gonna fall in love with and that you're gonna continue to do. And if it can help other people, put it out there, man. Start a YouTube channel. You don't know what you're gonna be able to build from it. And then you could then say you do build something crazy, you get a nice little fan base, supporters and shit. You hit the YouTube partner program. You take that revenue, you invest it. Watch that shit grow, whatever I'm just giving you ideas, possibilities, bro, on what you can do out here to better your life, man. There's no reason why you should be out here working 3 jobs and can't make ends meet or barely making ends meet. Do some shit where you can create passive income based off what I had mentioned earlier. If you don't remember, watch this video back. Rewind the pod and go back to it. You feel me? It's so many things that we can do out here about to improve our life. We are in the information age, but niggas ain't taking in no information, ain't learning shit. So take advantage of the time period that we in, man. I feel like we are in one of the greatest times in human history. We could do what we want to do, damn now. We can learn about whatever the fuck we want to learn. We can invest in whatever the fuck we want to invest in off of our phone, our cellular device. Can't see it because I got this shit blurred. You can learn about whatever you want to learn about through means of YouTube and apply it. And if you don't like it, you can kick it to the wayside. And if you enjoy it, you can continue to work on it, work through it, and build it up and make it something that you want to see, man. If you're not a visionary, just do something. Just do something that make you happy, that you can build and be proud of, and don't be too cool for school. Say yes more. Opportunities will come. Like, I'm about to get into voice acting real soon. Like, that's another thing that I want to do on the side, like a side gigs and shit, because I really want to get my voice into certain things, whether that's doing commercials or me playing characters, voicing characters and shit in gaming, preferably. I mean, I say preferably because I don't want to like stir away any opportunities. You feel me? But whether that's through cartoons or TV shows or commercials, whatever the case, I'm about to do that shit, bro. About to take lessons on voice acting and shit, and just take those lessons and improve on that. I'm gonna take time to do that, and yeah, man, just do what the fuck I want to do, bro. Just do what the fuck I want to do, man, because I have to, and we all have that ability, bro. We all have that ability. There's no excuse these days. You feel me? Whew. That was a lot, man. I think I can go on and on, but I feel like I'm starting to repeat myself. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. This was fun. I'm so happy that I was able to do this, man. I keep looking back because my dog just got up and I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Benny, you need to sit down. But yeah, man, I really thoroughly enjoyed this shit. This was a lot of fun. I'm so glad I'm getting back to podding because this is my bread and butter. This is my baby right here. I started this shit back in 2018. Ain't no reason why I should not be on episode 200 by now. You feel me? So expect more episodes in the future for sure. I don't know what the schedule is gonna be like, but if I get to a point where this shit is in my habits and in my routine throughout, through weekly or monthly, however often I decide to release episodes, I'm gonna let y'all know. And we should gonna go from there, man. This shit was a lot of fun. I'm getting my shit together, man, and I'm going to continue to get my shit together and improve. And by this time next year, I'm gonna be a completely different person, and you will be able to tell. I'm, like I said, I already see it and feel it within myself right now. It's really unbelievable, man. Like it puts a smile on my face, bro. It makes me happy. It really does. It makes me very fucking happy, man. And I can't wait to see where this shit takes us. So with that being said, man, I'm gonna go ahead and end this shit. Make sure y'all exercise, drink water, and relax. This has been episode 50 of the Von Talks podcast. And I will definitely see y'all on the next. Okay, I'm fucking up the sign out. And I will definitely see y'all on the next one. Peace.